Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's currently 5 o'clock in the morning, and Phil has made his arrival. Just so you know, Phil is not actually our cat. The little geezer must be starving. Do you want some milk? What do you want? I've got no food for you at the moment, but outside you go. Outside. But he's good with Albie, so I'll be good to him. I don't even know where Phil lives either, because we found him one morning in our garden eating bread. And I was like, bread can't be good for a cat's digestive system, so I give it some tuna, so it's not eating bread. And then ham, and then Albie feeds it ham. We were making sandwiches when Albie's up. And now every single night about 6 o'clock, he knows what time to come around when we're cooking tea. And 5 o'clock in the morning, or 5:30, whatever, he's there every morning. As soon as the light goes on, you can hear me meowing at the back door. But I'm an animal person though, so I can't just leave him making noises at the back. Like, I know he's like hungry and stuff. But on another side of it tells me he's got a nice home to go to, so don't feed him. Don't feed him whatsoever. But you can tell he's hungry, you can tell. And why is he always out at 5 o'clock in the morning or earlier sometimes? Makes me think he doesn't go home. But enough about Phil. So I've come over here now to Morrison's because I need some sugar for my coffee I've gotten on there. I'm going to get some more coffee for the truck. And I've got some milk already, so that's checked. And I need to try and grab like a meal deal or something as well. I'm gonna go for you, some of you, and definitely you. New duster for the truck. How bloody much. 6 AM Morrison's shop, done. Arrived at work now, done the trailer checks, I've done the checks on the truck. Everything is looking good for the first time this week because we've had loads of issues this week with my truck. Not our fault, it's more of like supplier's fault really, isn't it? Let's be honest with you. But really good condition trailer. Hopefully it's going to be staying like that with no rips and no slices in the morning when I wake up. Now we just need to connect it all up, make sure everything's all safe and everything's all working. The suspension's raised to the max, so when we go underneath it and give it a shunt, the feet are not touching the ground. So then you don't cause any damage to the legs. And then around here, we just need to add our airlines. Once done the airlines, do the brakes and legs as well. Final double check just to make sure the electrics are working. Seems like we're all ready to go. So first stop is in Goulburn. We'll have to excuse all the wires and my shopping over in the corner. A little bit of a mess at the moment, all these wires all over the place. So Goulburn for us is only 3 miles away. So I've got to collect a load from here. I think it's about 10 pallets or so, give or take. Then I've got to take them to St. Helens and collect the second half of the load. And then we'll deliver them down to Bridgend in South Wales. So we've got a nice little long drive ahead of us. It'll be a long day. But prepared for that. I had a good night's sleep last night, so that makes a world of a difference. It truly does. So I feel fully refreshed and raring to go, as they might say. I still need to get a microphone though, so when I'm doing this camera angle, it's a little bit better for you guys. So you're gonna hear me a little bit better. I think when I'm looking to my right, the audio might cut off a little bit. So I do apologise in advance if the audio is a little bit quiet. I will try and enhance it as much as I can in the post editing and whatnot. Got a full tank of fuel, 3/4 AdBlue. So I don't really need to stop for any fuel or anything on the way there and back, which is good. Might pop into limb services on the way back home actually tomorrow. Don't really know how far I'm going to be getting home, but it's definitely going to be a night out anyway, that's for sure. Got my meal deal ready from Morrison's earlier on. Got some spam in the bag, got some bread. So for tomorrow's breakfast or lunch, depends how I feel, I might have spam butty. Yeah, spam butty. Shame we don't have a toaster though, because spam on toast is a lot better, isn't it? Just need that little bit of a crunch when you're eating it. But the weather's a lot better today. It looks really nice out at the moment. A little bit of a fog over the fields. So you can tell winter's coming because the temperature's dropped quite a bit as well, hasn't it, today? It's only 8 degrees at the moment. I think it was a little bit less than that earlier on. But looking outside, it does look like it's going to be a nice sunny day for today. So that's always a winning. Lots of planes in the sky as well. I always look into the sky and I always think to myself, I wonder where they're going on holiday. Or is it for business? Just flying around the world for business. How good would that be for a job though, if you do like sales? You gotta go to like America or Dubai or whatever country you need to go to. Be good. What do you like driving though? So if you've got any questions about driving as well, let me know down in the comments. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that like, comment and subscribe as always. I really do appreciate it, guys, all the support for the channel. So a big thank you very much. Stay awesome. What's the M6 South looking like around here though? Quick check. It looks quite slow. Birmingham will probably be a bit of an issue for us a little bit later on. I'll probably get to Birmingham for around 10 o'clock, give or take. Might be a bit later. So hopefully I might have missed the rush hour traffic and then it might smooth sailing straight past. Otherwise it could take a few more hours longer. All depends on Birmingham, isn't it? That's the bugger. The route I'm going to be taking today is M6 South, straight down to Birmingham, down the M5, jump onto the M40, cut across the bridge. Because I don't believe that's a toll bridge anymore. I've not double checked it yet, but I've asked a couple of people. They're unsure if it's a toll or all toll roads have been removed in Wales, I do believe, one of the drivers said. So we'll find out later on if it's going to be a toll bridge or not. My throat is still not 100%. Got myself some Manuka honey this morning. I've not paid 15-20 quid though, bloody hell. I got some for about £8 and even that's bloody stretching a boat for me. Normally I'll spend like 2 quid on honey. But I need some good Manuka honey for my throat in a moment. Try and make that feel a little bit better. Just 2 miles away now. Not far at all, is it? This first one. A lot of traffic on the other side of the road to come back though, so I'll probably get caught up on that. H&M. Not too sure who was driving that one though. Looked like Chris, but Chris doesn't normally start till 8 o'clock. Let's change the shift around. Got the armrest down. Comfort all the way, guys. Comfort all the way. Got my podcast set up for a little bit later on. Probably put a bit of Joe Rogan on or something, because they're like 3-hour episodes. So I do most of my journey on the way down. So that's the best about with it. Well, good thing with these trucks as well, these newer trucks, they've got something called AirPlay, not a car AirPlay or whatever it's called, and you plug your phone in with the charger into the side, just over there somewhere, and then you can connect like Spotify and everything to your phone, and you can see like Google Maps, it's all on there. It's bloody well good. This is the first truck I've actually drove with that feature, and it's a game changer, it really is. So I can flick through Spotify on my podcasts as if it's changing the radio. It's well good. It all comes up on the little screen here. always get cars at this point, don't you? On the other side of the road, taking a little bit too much space up. Missus always has to go up the way you say Goulburn. I say like more like Goulburn, she says Goulburn. I don't really know which way is the right way, but she's a Wiganer, so I presume she's saying it right. What a headache this has been already. It's not even bloody 8 o'clock in the morning yet. I arrived at the place, my first client, to make the collection, and then the second place that I'm going is the same client as such, if that makes sense. So what they want me to do is go to St Helens first, get loaded up from there, and then come back to Goulburn to get loaded up with the remaining amount of pallets which needs to go down to Bridgend. Hopefully that makes sense. The reason why they're doing this is something to do with paperwork, so they refuse to load me whilst I'm in the loading bay at Goulburn. It's adding an extra hour onto my day easy, and it's a long day as it is, isn't it? Because I need to get down to Bridgend quick as we can, really, to get back quick as we can. Just arrived at a second job in St Helens, and there's 2 trucks in front of me to get unloaded. So it could be a while before I get loaded to then go back to Goulburn before we leave to go to Bridgend. Gonna be a long day, it really is. Just got to make the best of a bad situation. They've said to me, well, why didn't they load you while you're there and bring the paperwork down with you? It would have made more sense. That's what I said. Completely agree with them, what they're saying there. Now, there's 2 trucks in front of me. Well, one more actually, one more truck to get loaded. Then I've got to get loaded up with 42 pallets from this place. But however, this place have 3 different yards, all based quite close to each other. And I've got to get 42 pallets loaded up. And then I've got to go back to Goulburn before I go down to Bridgend. Now, when I get back to Goulburn, this is well confusing, isn't it? But when I get back to Goulburn, there's going to be a queue of trucks for me to get into the yard to get loaded. Probably not going to leave here before 12 o'clock at least. Finally made the collection from St Helens. It's currently 11 o'clock in the morning. I've been in since 6:30, so it's taken pretty much 5 and a bit hours to get my first job loaded, and it's only around the corner from our depot, so there's been a lot of waiting around for today. It really has. On the way back now to the Goulburn place, got to collect another 8 pallets, and as I always say to everybody when I do this, like the biggest advice I can give to anybody is just don't rush. Just take your time, go with the flow. If you delays, you get delays. There's not much really you can do, so there's no point beating yourself up with it all. And this time round as well, it's not us as the delivery company which has made the delays, it's the client themselves. So it's their fault, not ours. That's the way I see it. That's the way you gotta see it really, isn't it? It's just what it is, isn't it? Black and white. It's their fault, not ours. Now, if I get to Bridgend and it's closed, because I think they might close between 4 and 5 o'clock, so in 6 hours time, I'll have to probably stay around the estate where they are and then make the delivery first thing in the morning and then come straight back with it all tomorrow. If not, and I can actually get them unloaded in time, I'd probably make it, probably about halfway. I probably want to make it about halfway back. Oh, is that all the bus people coming off? Go on, I'll let them go. So 2 people coming off, that's all, hang fire. So yeah, it is what it is today, unfortunately. It's been a bit of a write-off. And I was having a bit of a laugh and joke with Mike before in the office, saying it's not the 4 AM curse for me this week. I think it's just the whole week in general. It's just been a big curse. It just seems to be one thing after the other, doesn't it, this week? And all the years of driving as well, I've never had a week like this where it's just been one thing after the other. My word. So Monday morning we had the battery on. Tuesday it wasn't collected from the manufacturer, so I was just trying to look at them in the mirror there. So sometimes I find it a bit difficult to try and talk and concentrate on driving at the same time. Tuesday the truck wasn't back from the garage, so we had to wait around for pretty much 12 hours to get a battery replaced. Yesterday I started 4 o'clock in the morning again, and I had no reg plate, which we found the reg plate a little bit later on, and it was on the road smashed in pieces. So I think what's happened is whoever's used the truck on Friday, instead of putting the reg plate in the door, which I recommend to anybody, just put the reg plate when it's not connected to a trailer, stick it inside your driver door, or at least in the locker. Right, it can't go missing then, and you know where it is, and it's going to be safe. However, some drivers, what they like to do is put them on the fuel tank where the steps are, and you can slide them in. So I think that's what might have happened on Friday, and then on Monday when it's gone to the garage to get dropped off, they drove around the corner and then it fell out where the steps are and it got damaged. So that's a bit unfortunate really, but I was hoping today's going to be a new day, everything's going to go well. Nope, we've got to wait around pretty much everywhere we go, and it's put us massively behind, it really has. Jesus, I should be there like around about now, ideally. Arriving at Bridgend. If you don't know where Bridgend is, by the way, it's south of Wales, right by Cardiff. So it's a hell of a long way away for us. It's like 3.5 hours drive. I've already done a couple of hours of driving. Oh, my word. It will get better though, it will get better. As I said before, I'm just hoping we get to this next place, load it straight away, and then I can hit the road, give the office an ETA, get there for about 3:30, and then make my way back for the next 2 hours or so, and then try and find somewhere nice for parking. Hopefully with good facilities. Coffee medicine as well. I need to take that a little bit later on. As you can hear, my throat's a little bit husky today. A little bit huskier than normal anyhow. And I'm hoping my sore throat gets a bit better over the weekend. Not going to be doing anything over the weekend. It's going to be a nice and quiet one. Just relaxing with the family. I say that actually, but I've still got work to do. I've got painting. So I've got to finish off doing the painting in the kitchen, get the kitchen wall done. And then I've got to paint the skirting boards and the frames in the downstairs bathroom, and then do the same upstairs bathroom as well. Put some new gloss on, and I hate doing gloss, I really do. It's the worst part of painting, isn't it? It's doing the gloss, because it just gets everywhere. So yeah, a bit of DIY this Saturday, then Sunday hopefully I'll be able to put my feet up and relax and chill out. Got to slow down a little bit. Unsure whether there was enough room or not, but there is. Shut up now as well. It's 16 degrees outside. It was 8 when I first started. Don't know why the heater is on 24 degrees. Bloody hell, no wonder I'm getting warm in here. Get the air conditioning on. can't have the air conditioning on too much though, because it might affect the audio. Tail swing. Finally got my second load done. It's 10 to 12 now. Still got to take my break, which is going to be dragging it out a good half hour because I put it on 15 minutes before when I was waiting around. And according to the sat nav, it's a long ass way. 210 miles, and I'm due to get there 4:15, then take you 45 minutes in traffic, etc. into it. You're probably looking at 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30, depends on Birmingham traffic. I could possibly be doing a night out right outside the place that we're delivering to. I do love the Greggs though. Just had to stop on limb services for a quick 30 minutes, and then it's going to be straight down to Bridgend, and then with no stops, hopefully. Look at how nice it is out today. Bloody beautiful compared to yesterday. Boots off, straight into there. Trainers on, so it's a little bit more comfortable when I'm driving down. Anything over like an hour and a half, 2 hours drive, your feet start killing when you're wearing boots. 3 hours later, and I've just come up now to the Prince of Wales Bridge. Very first time crossing this, and I didn't realise it was actually so big. It's absolutely huge, isn't it? It's a really big one. And you got the other bridge as well on the right hand side. I'm not too sure what that one's called. But bloody hell, you got some great views up here to the left hand side. You can't really see it on the camera though, unfortunately. But yeah, it just opens up to the ocean, doesn't it? South of Wales. Really, really nice. So if you don't know as well, this is on the M4, which crosses over from Avonmouth area towards Cardiff, South Wales. I feel like my throat's completely going at the moment. I might have another day or so of talking and then it might be gone if it doesn't get any better. Can't even feel the wind a little bit. I can imagine seals being down here on the left hand side on the rocks and the beaches. I don't know if there are, but it looks like a prime location for them if there were to be. Could imagine some seals around here, couldn't you? I've been driving 3 hours just over, as I said. We've still got another hour to go until we get to our destination in Bridgend. It's a long drive for sure. I'm not too sure for my word, what was that? What's just that?
tongue twisted or what. I'm not too sure how far I can make it back though. I'm going to try my best, try and get as far up as I can. I've got until 9 o'clock tonight, well 9:30 tonight technically, if I really wanted to push the 15 hours out. But I might run out of driving time before then, being honest. So this would give me 4 hours by the time I get to my location. I had a bit of driving around earlier, about half hour, maybe 40 minutes of driving. So I'm probably looking at about 5 hours maximum extended to get back. Which is possible, to be fair, it really is. But it just depends on how quick I can get unloaded and then reloaded with 40 pallets as well. So I'm going back with 40 pallets. And 40 pallets getting taken off, so I could be here for about an hour and a half. Which then be my working time and run out before my driving time. So I need to try and plan where I can get a good safe location on the way back towards Warrington. That is a real long bridge there. It took me nearly 4 minutes to drive across it. Doing 56 miles per hour as well. Really nice view, isn't it? I love Wales. Absolutely love it. First Scotland though, but Wales is a beautiful place. Traffic's been really good as well, the roads today. Not stopped once. Slowed down a little bit past Birmingham, down to about 10-15 miles an hour for a couple of miles. But once we got on the M5, clear, straight down, no problems whatsoever. 56 all the way. I'm hoping it's going to continue that as well for the next hour to get to our destination. But welcome to Wales. No, that's official. I've just jinxed myself. I was just praising like there was no traffic, and then literally 30 seconds later I come around the corner to this. Still moving though, we're not stopped just yet, so I don't want to jinx myself, but 20 miles an hour. Just need it straight clear through really, don't we? Some service stations coming up now on the left hand side. The sign is here. I don't know if you can actually pronounce this. GWASANAETHAU. The Welsh language is bloody crazy, isn't it? Especially when you see it written down. Some of the words are a lot longer than what they should be. Now it's no dig at any Welsh people, it's really not, but the Welsh language has some very, very long words, especially that one that's like 26 letters long. It ends with like Geo go 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 go. You know, if you know. The one near the A55, I think it is. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing on the way back because the traffic's going to be horrendous. It's currently 4:30 and there's a 3-car pile-up just on the other side of this bridge. But if you look here now on the right hand side, hopefully the camera can pick it up, there's a big Welsh dragon and it looks freaking cool. It's part of the ICC Wales building. But yeah, it looks freaking amazing. Might be able to see a little bit of Cardiff as well. Is he just going to pull out? Not yet, no, he's gone onto the other side. Not the car, I was on about the van on the left hand side. It's like it's just going to pull down this slip road. So it started speeding up. And he was behind me, and then he's merged over to the left hand side instead. So we're on the M4 at the moment still. 33 miles to go. Something tells me this place is going to be closed by the time I get there. I've just informed the office as well to let the client know I'm looking at about 5:30 arriving now. But because I've got 42 pallets to come off and 40 pallets getting loaded, that's going to be quite a big job. And it's probably going to take way over an hour. So I don't know if the FLT guys will go wait around or they just go screw it off until tomorrow morning, first thing maybe. Hopefully it's a big industry estate with lots of lights, because I might be staying here for the night. Especially if it's closed anyhow, I'll have to stay the night out and then get it delivered in the morning, I suppose. But traffic coming up towards Cardiff, I think it's just going to be getting a little bit worse than this, especially at 4:30. Cardiff's quite a big city, isn't it? This actually looks pretty weird. It's took me really by surprise. There's a tunnel, but where we're going underneath now, it doesn't look big enough for it to have a tunnel. Why didn't you just like knock the trees and drive up? Go straight across instead of tunneling through it. I'm sure it would have been cheaper just to drive over the top of this hill. So it doesn't look like a big one, does it? Just wasn't expecting it. Still part of the M4 as well, this bit, isn't it? It comes off here now for Newport. Let's go carry on towards Cardiff. Traffic on the other side of the road looks horrendous still. I might be best setting off really early in the morning. Try and beat the traffic. But today's just been a complete write-off, hasn't it? Start to finish. Things have been going wrong. And now I've got this car in front, or these three cars, what are doing 43 miles per hour. My word. No wonder the traffic's backing up. I've got 10 minutes of driving time left as well. So I'm cutting it fairly tight here, aren't I? Let's get past them. I've got a quarter of a mile left to go. No, half a mile, I should say. Yeah, past them. I've got 2.5 miles to go until we're at the location that we need to be at. Due to get there for 5:30. I don't think I've done too bad for timing, considering 9 minutes left of driving time. Can I do it? And at least the service is here as well, so if I can go like drive back, then I can just stop here, couldn't I, if needed. Look at that view, that is beautiful. Bloody beautiful views. Keep in the right hand side lane. God, this roundabout looks chaos. That sun is so bright as well when it's reflecting on the ground where it's been raining. Yeah, we're all right, getting around there. Let's go. I think I just missed them. Closed. So they're closed up, so I'm not going anywhere for the night. I'm pretty much going to find a good little space out of the way underneath the street light. Lots of businesses here as well. I had a quick drive around the estate before pulling up. So there's a lot of businesses, like 24-hour running, so I'll make sure I park up around the corner from one of them. So it looks a nice little area, tiny little village that we drove through, but the industry estate itself looks quite big. It should be okay for it. So yeah, I think I should be all right, hopefully. Hopefully I won't get robbed. Plan of action for tomorrow is going to be, as soon as these open, probably about 8 AM, and it's 5:30 now. So we've got a long wait until they reopen. Then unload, reload, back up to Warrington. At least on a good note, I've got a cafe right here. I'm parked there at the moment. I've just had to dump it outside the client's place, right across their gates. I have 45 minutes and then I can move it then. After my 45 minutes, I'm thinking of pretty much just parking it right there. That looks like a good location. And the main reason for that is because up there at the top, way off, there is there. It's like a little security camera. It looks like a brewery as well, so there's security going to be around this area. Underneath 2 lights, and I'm tucked in out of the way, so, and the business is right across the way, so as soon as they open, I can open the curtains, see when the gates are open. It does seem the perfect location for me. Great. Right there. Snug as a bug, Obi. Proper in the valleys, this place, isn't it? Nice little place. Well, excuse the big buildings, but yeah, where we are, really, really good. That's me parked up for the night. Nice, lovely spot. Not much of a view around here though with all the buildings and that around me, but I'm gonna leave the video there for now. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. I upload Monday to Friday at 7 PM. I'll try my best for 7 PM. Sometimes YouTube throws me in at 8 o'clock for some reason, and I'll try and get as much as I can uploaded anyway in the meantime. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.